Welcome to the second half of 100 Days of Discipleship. That is, we are at day 51. And I want to congratulate everyone who has been committed to this point. Listen, we are shifting gears from this point. All right. So I want you to be ready for this because what I'm about to share with you is very powerful. Listen, I was reading some materials by C.S. Lewis and I came across a thought that really blessed me. And interestingly, it's one of those things I've thought about as early as when I was still in school. But maybe I've not phrased it like this, especially recently. And it was a thought about Abraham. The fact that God was leading Abraham without a map. And that meant that Abraham had to sustain personal and daily connection so that he can accomplish God's plans for his life. That is very important. And I'm here to tell you today that all of us in this sense are Abraham. Because we know that God has a plan for us, but we don't know exactly the nitty-gritties of that plan. And so, for us to fulfill God's plan for our lives, we must maintain a daily connection. Let me tell you something. One of the most important secrets of a vibrant devotion that I discovered is maintaining daily connection. Daily. And so God will lead Abraham, and then in the next place, he will have to build an altar to secure the instructions for the next move. This is important. And I'm here to tell you it's hard sometimes. Hard. Following God is hard. It's going to pinch your flesh. It's going to inconvenience you. Have you ever woken up and you just didn't feel like praying? I'm a man of God. I'm a pastor. I experience it more than you realize. And that is why I've told you repeatedly that if you only prayed when you felt like praying, you don't have a prayer life. Sometimes it's hard. And if you pray and you slip off, you're not the only one. I give you two quick instances. The disciples, the three of them, Peter, James and John, who were with Jesus at Gethsemane. And Peter in Acts 10, who, was waiting for food and fell into a trance. So listen, it is true that you do not have a high priest that is not touched by the feelings of your infirmity. And this time around, apart from your high priest, which is Jesus himself, even every man of God that you revere goes through the same difficulties. So you press on. For instance, 20 days of discipleship would have been easier. We'll keep the hype. But you see, to build discipline, the consistency is necessary. And you have to see how this applies to you. That in your daily life, you must maintain daily connection. You must talk to God today. I'm glad you're here, but you must talk to God today. You know what I've discovered, and I think I'm going to teach this month because we're talking about believers' authority during the midweek, and then spiritual growth in general. You see, it doesn't really matter, what you know. Your real security is the vibrance of your connection. In the realm of the spirit, if they look at you, they can see your energy level. They can tell how connected you are to God. I'm telling you. They can tell. So this is something that you must take seriously. This is your security. Without this is the reason why some Christians find themselves in trouble and they wonder why. Maintain daily connection with God. You know what the word of God says? It says, trust the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. From the story of Abraham, we learn that without seeing the way, the leading of God is sufficient. Just imagine that you depended on God to guide you every step of the way and every day. Just imagine. If you don't pray, it is because you think you have it figured out. You plan, you strategize, but you don't pray. You don't trust in the Lord. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and you will direct your path. You see, something that C.S. Lewis said that hits me like a brick. I never really thought about this. When we look at idolatry, and one of the earliest manifestations of it, when the children of Israel created the golden calf, we forget that they created the golden calf because they were tired of waiting for Moses, who went to the mount. They were tired of waiting. They were tired of waiting. And so they said to Aaron, what if he's dead? We don't even know if he's coming back. They were tired of waiting. And so it's a pattern in the realm of the spirit that what pushes us to idolatry is usually when we are tired of waiting on God. When you're tired of waiting on God, it will push you to idolatry. Everything you would rather do when you ought to pray is maybe an idol in your life. You ought to pray and you're not praying. You're looking to other things, broken cisterns that hold no water, like the prophet said. That's an idol. So you must learn to wait on the Lord. And like I said, waiting on the Lord will challenge your flesh. It will pinch your flesh. It's going to take effort to show up every day, to keep your devotional streak. That's one thing the Bible teaches us. And I think I'm going to talk about it this week. How that your streak is important. It is not just how long you pray, how well you pray. Your streak is important. You see, the laws of spiritual exercise follow the same laws as eating. No matter how much you eat today, you will need to eat tomorrow and next tomorrow, except you're fasted. And that's just how it works. The most important thing is your streak. And I've said it time and again, it is better to have a prayer life of 30 minutes, 20 minutes in fact, on a daily basis, 20 minutes of vibrant, uninterrupted, fervent prayer than not to maintain a streak. All I'm here to tell you on day 51, listen, you are not a disciple without a discipline. And I told you when we started, the most important thing to pick from this is discipline. And I'll just tell you a simple way to create, consistency. Make it easy. Make it easy. Create a system that makes it easy. The reason why distractions are powerful in your life is because they are easy. You have a social media addiction because it's at your fingertips. It's right on your phone. And you're bombarded with so much fun at the same time. It's so easy. In what ways are you going to make devotion easy for you? Going to church will make it easy. Because even if you don't feel like praying, other people praying will make it easy. Setting an alarm for your prayer time will make it easy. Having friends that can help your prayer life will make it easy. Having a time where you talk to spiritual accountability partners, share the word of God. Don't just say, we encourage each other. What book are we reading? That makes it easy. You see what I'm saying? So create a system that makes it easy. But one thing I'm here to tell you is this. You must wait upon the Lord. Simple and powerful. So don't just run off today. I want you to think, okay, first and foremost, what am I going to do to be more serious in my walk with God? What am I going to do? What is at stake if I'm not serious? And what am I going to do to be serious in my walk with God? One more time, this is 100 Days of Discipleship. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. All right. And for everyone who feels led to give from now on, here on, I'm going to give you the opportunity. All right. So reach out to any of our pastors for our details, or maybe reach out to me and I will share it with you. Leave a comment if this bless you. Like the video so your YouTube algorithm will show more people, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.